It's summer holiday and I was getting so bored at home, so we just decided, fuck it, let's drive somewhere. No plans, no hotel booked. We just got in the car and started driving from Gunma. And because we live in the mountains, the first part of the trip was basically just endless winding roads, which sounded cute and scenic until I started getting car sick. It was about a 3-hour drive to our first stop, so there wasn't really much for me to do except sit there, snack the whole way, and enjoy the summer views outside the window.
I got my head in the clouds so high, feet on the ground, but I still get by. Rules were made for someone else to try, but not me, not me.
We stopped at an onsen on the way, grabbed some strawberries, and then finally made it to Matsumoto Castle.
ตอนนี้เราอยู่ที่ไหนคะ
Matsumoto Castle
There was this pond in the park around the castle with many fish swimming around. And I know I was supposed to be admiring the beautiful historic castle. But all I could think was, damn, those fish look delicious. Maybe I was just hungry.
They say slow down, son, take your time. But I was born running every stop sign. Sky is the limit, no chance to hold. Sky is the limit, I'm breaking the mold.
Yep, I was definitely hungry, so we walked over to Nawate Shopping Street to find something for dinner. The whole street was so quaint and cute. I loved the old school little shops, and there was even a small river running alongside it with ducks just chilling in the water.
Sky is the limit, I'm out of control tonight.
Then we found this tiny ramen shop that served duck breast ramen. And oh my god, the broth was so good, super rich and flavorful. And the duck was actually really good too.
How's your dinner
Ducky flavorful
How was it
อร่อยมากครับ
Okay It was a long queue So where are we going now
Going back to the car park
Okay We're gonna go back to the car park, get the car, and then drive to another car park, and then we're gonna sleep there. We're gonna spend the night there.
Sky is the limit, no chance to hold. Sky is the limit, I'm breaking the mold. Sky is the limit, I'm out of control tonight.
Since it was summer holiday, everywhere was packed and pretty much every hotel was fully booked. So our plan was sleeping in the car. The only problem was, we didn't even know if we'd be able to find a free parking spot because there were so many people traveling. But luckily, we found a parking spot at this roadside station in the mountains. There were signs warning us to watch out for bears and monkeys, which was very comforting considering we were about to sleep there. We parked the car, brushed our teeth, set up our little bed, and that was basically our hotel for the night. We had to go to sleep pretty early because the next morning we had to wake up at 5 a.m. to head to Kamikochi. So, good night from our 5-star parking lot. See you at 5 a.m. The next morning we woke up at 5 a.m. thinking we were being super early, but apparently everyone else had the exact same idea. People were already heading to the bus terminal to catch the bus to Kamikochi, so we quickly packed everything up and left around 5:30. And on the way there were so many cars at 5 in the morning.
เราออกมาตอนประมาณตี 5:30นะทุกคนแล้วมันก็จะใช้เวลาประมาณ30 นาทีที่จะแบบขับรถไปที่จอดรถเพื่อจะไปขึ้นบัสแต่ว่าตอนนี้ก็คือรถมันค่อนข้างติดแล้วเราก็อัดซูมว่ามันก็จะมีรถเยอะมากที่จอดรถแล้วคือถ้าคุณอยากมาแบบรถไม่ติดต้องออกเร็วกว่านี้อีดอกออกตั้งแต่ตี 5เลยตี 4:30ไปเลยเพราะว่านี่ก็ตื่นตั้งแต่ตี 4:30เพราะว่ามันมีเสียงรถคันอื่นที่แบบเข้าออก เราก็เลยคิดว่าแบบเขาน่าจะไปกันตั้งแต่ตีสี่ครึ่งตีสี่ไปเลยตีเป็นตีสี่ว้าย
When we finally got to the bus terminal, there was already a huge line of people waiting for the bus. Luckily, because it was summer holiday, they had extra buses running.
ตอนนี้บัสผ่านไป2 คันแล้วแต่เรายังไม่ได้ไปเลยนะจ๊ะก็ต่อแถวต่อไปเด็กขนมปังรอ
Even the toilet had a long-ass queue. In the end, it took us about an hour and a half of waiting before we finally got on the bus.
Last time we talked, you had nothing to say. You chose to walk, give what we had away. I hope you get
We finally made it to the pond, and this is where we were gonna start our trek. The trail itself was actually only about 3 kilometers, so technically it shouldn't take that long. But for us, probably around 2 hours, because we were obviously gonna stop every 5 minutes to take photos. So yeah, 3 kilometers of walking and about 1,000 photos. Let's go!
โอเคตอนนี้เราก็จะเดินประมาณ2 ชั่วโมง1 ชั่วโมง1 ชั่วโมงต่อเราจะไป1 ชั่วโมงก่อนแล้วค่อยไปอีก1 ชั่วโมงไป1 ชั่วโมงเราก็จะถึงที่ไหนคะ
คามิโกจิ
thinking we could be friends. No, you can't bring us back from the dead. 'Cause when you know, and when you don't, when it ends.
แบบหนาวนิดนึงเพราะว่าอุณหภูมิประมาณ14-15เราก็ต้องอดทนเพราะว่าเราบ่นร้อนมาหลายวันแล้วนะจ๊ะเพราะว่าที่อื่นมันร้อนนี่มันหนาวได้ไงวะใช่ไหมเดินไปด้วยกินไปด้วย
We kept walking until we reached the next pond, and oh my god, look at this water. It was so blue and so clear. Honestly, I could just sit here and stare at it forever.
อันนี้สวยกว่าอันเมื่อกี้ดูน้ำมีความสีฟ้า
When it ends, it ends. I really thought we might have been it, so my heart was shattered when it took the hit. Oh, I can't imagine doing all that again. Even for
There are bears around here. The last sighting was literally just a few days ago. So along the trail, they have these bear bells that you can ring. A lot of people also had their own little bear bells hanging from their backpacks. Me, I had nothing.
when you know, and when you don't, when it ends, it ends. When it ends, it ends.
I didn't even feel tired because the views along the way were so beautiful. We were walking right next to the river pretty much the whole time, so it was probably the most chill trek ever.
ว้าวเฮียเนี่ย
มิโซะ
The weather here was surprisingly cool, which felt amazing because everywhere else in Japan was so hot.
เหนื่อยยังเหนื่อยไหมก็ไม่พูดอะไรเลย
End of the road, nowhere to go. You cut the ties, you burn the rope. So don't let me see your name lighting on my phone when it was you who let go of everything we could have been. Is it sinking in all your regret? No, you can't bring us back from the dead. 'Cause when you know, and when you don't, when it ends, it ends.
We finally made it to Kappa Bridge, and of course, there were tons of people. I was starving by this point, but every restaurant had a long queue.
หิวข้าวแต่ว่าคิวกินข้าวยาวมากแบบยาวแบบคิวขึ้นรถบัสเมื่อกี้เลยอะเราก็เลยซื้อพิซซ่าเล็ก
So I gave up and just grabbed a mini pizza, some drinking yogurt, and ate the banana I brought with me. The drinking yogurt was actually so good. If you come here, you have to try it. We thought about walking further, but the next spot was another 3.5 kilometers away, basically to see one more pond. And there's no bus picking you up from there, which means you have to walk all the way back, 7 kilometers in total. And since we still had another place we wanted to go that day, we decided we've seen enough ponds for today. So we hopped on the bus and headed back.
ตอนนี้เราก็ได้นั่งบัสกลับมาที่รถของเราซึ่งไม่ไหวแล้วอีเหี้ยง่วงร้อนเหนื่อยแต่ไม่รู้จะไปไหนต่อแต่เราต้องไปต่อตอนนี้เราก็ได้เปลี่ยนรองเท้าเรียบร้อยพร้อมไปต่อค่ะ
And where did we go next? That's for episode 2. If you want to continue this very unplanned summer road trip with us, go watch episode 2 on my channel. And don't forget to like and subscribe. See you in the next one.
When